I'm Rebecca Fryer with Kingstonist News. Here's what's making headlines today, June 13th, 2022. After a few days of sponge baths, dirty clothes, and dirty dishes, Kingston West End residents celebrated on Saturday after Utilities Kingston announced the sewer main force break was fixed. It was around 9 a.m. on Thursday, June 9th, that the utility says a flange fitting on a large diameter 36-inch force main failed, sending wastewater spewing into the ground around it at the corner of Days and Front Road. Now, thankfully, the utility says our efforts to conserve water and sewer use helped to manage the environmental impacts of the break, leading to the quickest fix possible. Speaking of fixes, some traffic notes to be aware of this morning. A sidewalk closure is expected on Henderson Boulevard from Chelsea to Glencastle beginning today until the 17th. This is as crews are working on adding additional transit stops on both sides of Henderson Boulevard. You can expect delays on Grenadier Drive at Winfield Crescent to continue to occur while construction takes place around the Kingston East End Community Centre site. Areas of sidewalk along Queen Street from Montreal to Wellington will be closed beginning today until the 17th, as various sections of sidewalk within these blocks are going to be reconstructed. And a reminder that construction continues on the causeway this week, so if you have to get from east to west or vice versa, plan ahead. Kingston Youth Action Climate has recently been named finalists for David Suzuki's Foundation's Future Ground Prize. The award, a special youth edition of the Foundation's Future Ground Prize, aims to acknowledge the positive climate advocacy being done by young people in Ontario and British Columbia. Grand Prize winners will take home $5,000 in cash and a chance to present their project to David Suzuki himself. KYCA is a Kingston-based group that encourages young people to get involved in the fight for climate justice. The Victorian Order of Nurses of Greater Napanee is looking for more volunteer drivers, especially for those who live in the areas of Amherstview, Tamworth, Adolphustown, and Bath. The driving position is paid, and they just increased the pay scale due to COVID-19. So for anyone who feels that they might be the right person to become a volunteer driver for the Victorian Order of Nurses, then they would love to hear from you. You can find more details and contact information right now at kingstonist.com. 2 weeks ago, students in Queen's University's Smith School of Business Executive MBA program built bicycles to donate to children in need as part of a team-building event designed to give back to the Kingston community. The bikes were handed out by the YMCA of Eastern Ontario based on diversity and needs of the kids that they serve. This is the second time that Queen's EMBA students have collaborated with the YMCA on this initiative after it was put on hiatus back in 2020 and 2021 due to the pandemic. And lastly, you might notice some new devices in the water at Confederation Basin and at Portsmouth Olympic Harbour. They're called sea bins, and they are designed to catch, divert, and remove plastics from the water. The sea bin basically operates as a floating garbage can, and it skims the surface of the water, collecting floating debris like macro and microplastics and even microfibers, according to a release from the City of Kingston. So for more on these stories and other headlines, or to submit your own news, visit us at kingstonist.com and become a subscriber today. I'm Rebecca Fryer. Have a great one, Kingston.